Good afternoon, Prenanda. Hello, Croiser, welcome back to the channel. Here we are, once again, Game of Thrones Legends. This is probably going to be my last video in this one, on this game, I think. It's not that I'm not doing it, I'm just a bit bored. The challenge events, it's no real variety, they just go rolling on around. There's no global chat, so it just doesn't feel like much community here. It feels a bit of a sort of, they've obviously spent a lot of money on the game and the licensing and stuff alone, but it's just not developed. It just feels a bit lackluster. A bit of a sort of soulless cash grab to me, I'm afraid. It's just sort of trading in. No, I'm not saying I'm giving up on it forever. I might try revisiting it in a little while and just seeing where we are. That's where I am at the minute anyway. So, I can chat to my alliance, but that's about the only sort of chat you can do on the game. And it just doesn't feel like it's got that much community like Empires and Puzzles and Puzzle Combat did. That felt like they were sort of ground up, I suppose. I think Empires and Puzzles, from what I can gather, was sort of a bit of an unexpected success. And then a lot of other games sort of tried to jump on that bandwagon. This just feels sort of like a commercial version of and there's things like I don't really like the systems for leveling up the heroes. It's like you can get the 5 stars, but to actually level them up to any decent level, you need to just have done thousands of summons. And so that's where I am. That's where I am with it. I started a lot of the summons now. I'm getting just duplicates. Not duplicates. I'm getting ones where I'm summoning heroes that I can't get anything with. I'll try and show you what I mean by that in a second. It's just like, that's I'm summoning using summon tokens and getting heroes that I've got fully ascended, the low level heroes, and I'm still getting them. And it's just like, that's a bit. So it's been sort of bubbling away for a little while, as anybody who sort of watches my videos will know. But I have sort of decided it's time to call it a day. At least for now. As I say, I may revisit it if I hear that it's changed or improved or whatever. But for now, it just lacks any real legs as far as I'm concerned. It's not going anywhere, basically. So obviously, I'm just hitting Rhaegal here, leave my alliance with a good chance of killing the thing, although whether they will or not, I do not know. It's possible, but maybe not. Who knows where we're going with this, really. Just knock this one down. Boom, 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 boom. And that's where I am. That's where I'm at. So once I finish this attack, I'll show you what I mean by the summoning thing, which does get on my wick a little bit. Don't know if that's a universal saying, get on my wick. It just means annoys me. And all these games, you get to a point where you're sort of getting summonings and things, and you think, well, that's not much help to me. But you can normally at least feed them to somebody else or whatever. Like these ones, you get stuck. And really, for me, the big thing, as I say, is the lack of any sort of developing community. There's no real enthusiasm for the game. The challenge events sort of feel a bit bolted on. The alliance stuff is just meh. You can't even you can't search alliances. You can't check alliances. It's very. The recruitment is totally arbitrary because you can't sort of talk to people in alliance and find out whether you want to go there. So that for me is it's really actually that's probably the single issue is the lack of global chat. With additionally the events are not particularly exciting. Once you've done them, the prize for winning gets to be a bit you don't get much for winning them, not really. Most of the time. So that's why, basically. There's a load of reasons. But in summary, that's where I am. I've told my alliance I'm going, so I'm going to leave the alliance now. How do I quit? And leave. Up. Anyway, nothing to do with this particular alliance. They seem like a nice enough bunch, although bit of an inactive team just generally. So I'm out of there. So I think this is that's it. Just wanted to show you what I meant by the summoning. Go away. The summoning thing that's getting on my nerves a little bit. Let's do one of these. So if I do a 10 summon here, this might not show it, to be fair. So I've got a few more of them. So can you see I've got 2 max there? So those 2 summons just don't count. It's a complete waste of my time. Very annoying. Not happy about that. But yeah, and there we are. I've got Thingy Bob again. So it's not that my team's relatively powerful, but it just doesn't feel like there's any sort of particular point to making them more powerful. It just feels like it's like, we're there, we're done. Not very excited by it. So that's where I am. So anyway, I would like to thank you all for watching. As I say, I'm not ruling off ever returning to the game, but I'd like to see some changes before I would try again. Hopefully they may come. Who knows? But there we are. Anyway, thank you for watching. Do please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And it just remains for me to say, however, goodbye, and may death come swiftly to your enemies.